Here we go. We got Bright ready to start this one. This is going to be good. Let's play pickleball. And unlike what Riley Newman just said, Anna Bright wasn't even going to play last week, and she jumped in and she's like, I'm not playing with Jimmy. Last second, she played with Tyson. Oh, off the tape and flies by. She just didn't want to have pickleball FOMO.
Yeah, I think she's one of those players that likes staying ahead of the competition.
Just get that the heck on out of here, says Hurricane Tyra Black.
Yeah, we got a full Boca Delray South Florida crew here, so.
Cross-court attack. Tyra Black gets out of the way. Yeah, James was one of the first people to tell me that Hurricane Tyra Black was going to be a thing. Was he ever right?
Yeah, I think all of these players train together so they know each other's tendencies and help each other get better.
Point.
You hear Onisha Smith patrolling this one, and there's no one better on center court. Terrific referee, just runs it like a champ. Great start for Black and Frazier, and they're just now on the 2.
No missing. Point.
Unlike Wilson, I think we're going to see less balls to the backhand of Jimmy here.
Side out.
He's got one of the best two-handed backhand rolls in the game.
Yeah, off the bounce, he's just vicious. And then he's one of the few players with a two-handed backhand that has an unbelievable one-handed punch, too, to go with it.
What? Second serve.
And there's some frustration.
Yeah, slow start here.
0-5-2.
Biggest serves, here it comes. Tyra just fine over there on the left side. I think the Ignatowich serve just scares them to try and unwind it, so they kept her there, and that was a wild rally.
Yeah, heavily playing Bright there, avoiding that James Ignatowich backhand.
Which she should have done right there.
Yeah. Clearly cannot hear me.
5-0-2.
And it is Dylan Frazier who loads up the two-way off the bounce, and Anna Bright swats that out of there, and she's got that very determined walk going here. Let's see if they can get on the scoreboard.
Yeah, Anna Bright's one of those players who sits very heavily forehand, so I do like that spot from Frazier.
Love that angle. Don't hit it through him. Find an angle.
Zero tennis background, so he's not trying to bounce that over the fence.
Never did it in his life. The only thing he hit over a fence was a baseball because he's a terrific baseball player. Still plays wiffle ball tournaments as well. Perfect lob from Anna Bright. And that is just destroyed from Ignatowich. So if you wondered if that shoulder is all the way healthy, hit that hard, but gonna keep an eye on him afterwards there.
It did.
Look. All right, so there's the best in the business right there, Onisha Smith.
The result of the rally is side out. We'll resume play at 5-0-1.
And it is, despite that destroyed overhead, to go all the way back to what happened, it is a side out for an element leaving his paddle. And that leads to a quick point, and they have had nothing go their way here, have the 2 seed.
6-0-1.
Off the tape hits Anna Bright. She can't believe it. And I can tell you one thing, Roscoe. When every player hears about this, they're going to be checking the adhesive on that sticker on their paddles to make sure it is on there well.
I totally agree. What a bizarre thing to happen during this match.
8-0. Anna Bright's calling timeout, and if you're Black and Frazier, who cares? 9 lives, the 9 seed, and they would love to just run this, coast this into the shop about 11-2. See Anna Bright trying to find some energy here.
8-0-2.
So timeout stops the bleeding. Can they find some offense?
Very good timeout. I love seeing the energy from Bright here.
Wow, smart. Saw the players dive to cover the angles we talk about, so split the uprights with the field goal. It's good from 48 yards. Man, what the best tee serve I think I've ever seen. And that gets them going. I can't believe Frazier got that back.
Yeah, an amazing serve. A very good return from Frazier for what he was given there.
182. Point.
All right. Little fire, couple of points on the scoreboard.
I like this from Bright and Ignatowich, bringing a little more pressure, dictating the points.
282.
So pretty to get that flick down at the feet of the big fella.
Yeah, an interesting strategy from these two. I've seen them drop to Frazier a few times.
Wow, and the slider, and AB is just about ready to send AB to timeout.
Yeah, she's not happy right now. However, she's a competitor.
Another mistake at the kitchen for Anna Bright, and we are at game point.
10-2-1. I'll recall it. 10-2-1. Second serve. Game point. 10-2-2.
Big swing from AB, just stays in.
That is sick. Very Anna Lee-like there. We saw her do that earlier today.
Yeah, run around that forehand on that right side.
One thing that makes that backhand so deceptive is she's facing black when she's hitting that shot and then going inside out.
Second serve. 3-10-2.
Dylan Frazier has gone there twice, and Anna Bright would love for him to go there again and again.
Yeah, very heavy hands there from Bright.
4-10-2. Side out.
Anna Bright tries to speed it up through the middle, and Frazier says, So third game point for Frazier in black. Another slider. Saw the pop-up up close and personal right there, so Anna Bright earned that one. Game point 4.
10-4-2.
Oh, wow, and that sort of sums up game number 1 for Bright and Ignatowich. She would like to rekindle what they did, as they are the #1 team in Premier and Major League Pickleball right now.
Point.
I love that drive from Dylan Frazier, making a statement at the beginning of game 2 there.
1-0-2. Side out.
That looked like they both left it, but not because it was going out.
They
0-1-1.
did not try to leave that ball.
Dodged it there. Maybe their fortunes are changing as a ball off the tape goes their way as well.
Point.
That's sick from Jimmy there. Using his length.
And that's the thing I'm going to keep an eye on, because Hurricane Tyra Black held her own in those cross-court dink rallies in game 1. Anna Bright feels like that's something she could win.
Point.
And Big Papa Jimmy is roaming.
Yeah, he's moving his feet well.
Second serve. Two, 1-2.
Yeah, just not clean at all.
Yeah, I think there's a little bit of
One,
kind
two,
of some
one.
rhythm missing from these two
Yeah.
right now. We'll see if they can recover.
And that's why
Second
this guy
serve.
is so special when it's on, because he has that violent one-handed punch, but the full torque two-handed
1-2-2.
swing volley too. It's a great lead
Side
from
out.
Anna Bright. So this feels like this is where Black and Frazier have to grab it in 2,
2-1-1.
or they're going to be in trouble if we get to a 3rd game.
Totally agree.
Dude, focus.
Second
You
serve.
heard dude focus there from
2-1-2.
Ignatowich.
Very blunt.
We agree violently.
Yeah. That's sick.
Side out.
Yeah, Anna Bright sped one up and had a good look, but it went off the tape, and then just too much firepower.
1-2-1. Second serve.
Whoa.
Did he almost fall over?
Yes, he did. Rough step there from Dylan. I know he's
1-2-2.
rocking some new shoes. He had some issues earlier.
Beautiful.
Just pounces.
Point. Two, two, two.
And that's just too good. I mean,
Side
that
out.
ball is going to hit a foot or less inside the far sideline, and he's there with ease.
Yeah, I don't know what the
2-2-1.
strategy is there from Black.
That's pretty from Dylan Frazier. And this is a question of what the strategy is, because if you think AB is going to win cross court all day with Hurricane, just stay out of there till it's a pop-up.
I agree.
Another massive tee serve. But when you have some of the fastest hands in the West, he doesn't care. Hit it harder at me.
Yeah, Frazier's got some of the best volleys. If you're going to drive that
2-2-1.
third, you need to go at Tyra.
Boy,
Point.
you don't usually see a ball left by both players going diagonally, but that's what we saw there.
Yeah.
3-2-1. Second
Does
serve.
Tyra Black have the best resets on tour?
She definitely, when she is on the run, I don't know if I'd say Catherine probably has the best reset, using that word, but scrambling, getting
3-2-2.
overheads back, balls that are hit 100 miles an hour without question.
So impressive.
Point.
It's like 7 weights just fall on Anna Bright when she misses a dink. She can't believe this. So the level is not there. And you don't always have your best, but can you get out of it?
Yeah.
That's an inch or
Point.
2 in, and it's
Timeout,
5-2.
series, 5-2.
And that looked exactly like Ignatowich
Time in.
and Bright trying to
5-2.
scrap back. This seems like a important rally right here after the timeout. And that's
It was
just deep from
Side out.
Frazier. That one was left on purpose, but did not miss by much.
Yeah. I think the singles has helped his
No doubt.
2-5-1.
drive a lot.
Whoopsie.
Point.
So not a heavy backhand drive there from Ignatowich, but gets a miss from the Hurricane.
3-5-1.
Little off pace there.
Point.
I mean, that's the pressure that he can put on.
Yeah, force Tyra to go down the line with the dink. I think the more Jimmy
4-5-1.
sits in the middle, the better.
Wow, that was chaotic, and it worked out for Dylan Frazier, who again is landscaping our court.
He's definitely the best landscaper on
by
tour,
far,
hands
by
down.
far, and he's the best paddle spinner too. Watch him over there; it's crazy. Ooh, Frazier was there. Can't believe he missed it. So Bright and Ignatowich have come all the way back after they called the timeout. A look from the truck there to prove a point.
Point.
And massive serve, and it is Bright and Ignatowich. Despite everything that's gone against them, they're up a point here in game 2.
Yeah, they got the lead in this second game now.
6-5-2.
Wow, and Ignatowich able to reload quickly after a ball flying through the middle looked like it was going to beat him.
Was able to take over a little bit, and now they have the lead.
7-5-2.
Scrapped and tried to get back in the rally, so they do get the ball back out of the timeout. And again, it feels like they need to win this game or it's going to be trouble in game 3.
Second serve.
We're also starting to see, like we did yesterday, Roscoe, the shadows creeping on the center here. Just violence from
just wailing.
Ignatowich.
Definitely one of the hardest hitting guys on tour.
7-5-1.
Anything above the net is getting crushed.
Volley. Sails deep from Anna Bright. Why would you do that? I think only you can answer that, AB.
Yeah, I love the commentary there.
Yes.
7-5-2.
We got a football call of the traditional variety. That's one of Big Papa's feet in the kitchen there. So they do get the ball back. When you're trying to slide across that line, it's tough.
Yeah, I'm surprised our referee saw that, considering the guy moves his feet so fast.
Alicia Smith is on
5-7-1.
the job.
Second serve.
Wow, couple missed thirds here from Tyra Black as they're trying to mount a little comeback.
5-7-2.
Eventually, it's going to be Jimmy hitting it down at your feet, and that's exactly it. And another empty trip for Black and Frazier. They've been stuck at 5 forever.
7-5-1.
Sped it up through the middle and was ready with the forehand and missed it.
Yeah, I love that Black is not afraid to test Jimmy there and go behind him, keeping him honest. James was able to set it up, but unfortunately missed the finish.
I can assure you Anna Bright won't be this careful with her dinks tomorrow playing women's doubles. Boy, a lackluster reset there. So Black and Frazier, it is sitting right there, potentially to be taken.
I bet Dylan Frazier is going to come over and make sure he takes his third here.
Any questions about the shoulder being okay? Those are answered right there.
As long as his paddle testing sticker is not flying into the kitchen, he's got one of the best overheads in the game.
Wow, it's Tyra that speeds it up, and James is there, and then tattoo parlor for Dylan Frazier, stuck at 5.
Seven, 5-1.
What a move from Anna Bright with the sneaky Ernie attack.
Yeah, definitely one of the hardest Ernies to hit, especially from that right side. I love that she's playing a little more aggressive there.
8-5-1.
Not letting them just out-dink her there on the right side.
Big serve goes deep. It's in the budget. Not happy you missed it here at 8-5, though.
8-5-2.
Completely in the budget.
Anna Bright tries to poke that one-handed backhand flick that she worked on all of last year. It is ready for prime time, just not in that instance.
5-8-1.
Is the number 6 going to be as elusive here? The answer is yes on that one. You can count on Tyra to hit the deck at least once per match. It's unreal.
5-8-2.
Trying to get down to get after that one, but too good.
Side out.
I mean, they got to do something different with the ball.
Yeah, I really don't love the strategy there of trying to drive it at Jimmy. I know she's missed a few thirds. I would rather see her try and continue with that third, find a little bit of rhythm there.
8-5-1.
Nice job with going with the sort of cut short angle there.
Yeah, she does such a good job of reaching into the kitchen, preventing people from getting up to that kitchen line.
8-5-2. Side out.
So they have not scored a point for 13 minutes of real time here.
5-8-1.
We need a big serve from Frazier here. And
Second serve.
As you were saying.
I spoke too soon. I think they had a lot of success when Frazier was driving the ball. James was able to find Tyra here on the third.
Oh no, and after all of that mess, the aggressiveness of Ignatowich is used against him.
Yeah, one out of 5 there.
Ball off the tape sets them up, so took them forever to get to 6, takes them 1 rally to get to 7.
7-8-2.
Good lead from Tyra, and look at this. Down the block here in Roseville, and they're on one of those rides here with their raft, and they need to find their best right now or they're going home. Oh,
Side out.
big drive, tried to find that same spot that Tyra did, but couldn't do it.
8-8-1.
See, the wind has picked up a little bit here for the first time today as well. Oh my goodness. Hurricane Tyra Black kept popping up dinks and kept bailing herself out of jail.
I'm really impressed with her game right now.
It's a good look at the wind, so it's definitely higher than that 6 you see there, but still in the 90s. Got some gusts. Finally, the long arm of the law, that is that man right there, jumps in and gets them to their 9th point.
Yeah, they've been doing such a great job of isolating Bright on that right side. I think James feels like he has to do something. You know, he's not seeing a ball there for that long rally. Finally, Bright was able to set up James for the finish.
9-8-2. Those ridiculous hands of the Missouri Tiger right there, Dylan Frazier,
gets the ball back, as he would be in trouble if he didn't have that magic, because some players would have eaten one of those. So they get it back and they tie it at 9. Oh.
Second serve.
Just a bazooka.
Is that possible to get back? I don't think that's possible to get back.
I mean, if I could choose someone to try, it would be Tyra.
100%.
So second try to tie it at 9. And the big drive gets it there, and this is a very pivotal point right here. What will Frazier do with the drive, with the serve? Gets it in. And Tyra was ready after Dylan sped it up, and we are at match point for Black and Frazier.
I'm just so impressed with Tyra's game right now.
10-9-2.
Oh no. Misses the third after going after the serve. Will that come back to bite him?
That's what match point will do. We'll bring out the nerves.
9-1.
Wow, just destroyed.
One.
And again, it is the power of Big Papa Jimmy, and now they have a game point of their own to force a third.
11-10-1.
Wow.
It hit him.
It hit him, so that did not go off his hand. So we are going to play 3.
Welcome to the Picklr, where everything's better.
Everything's better at the Picklr.
Everything's better at the Picklr.
A Friday night on the East Coast, so appreciate you watching the best players in the world here. This is our last quarter, then we'll close the day with 2 semifinals. And it was the just massive power of Ignatowich that was the difference down the stretch.
1-0-2. Side out. Zero, 1-1. Second serve.
I love Jimmy taking over there, creating a little more pressure. I think that's something that helped them win that second game.
Bird off the ground. Just absolute chaos everywhere. Dylan Frazier getting a little right side practice before men's doubles tomorrow.
Yeah, a little bit of a chaotic point there. It seems to be getting a little windier out there too, which will create those chaotic points.
See if Ignatowich still gets after the serve. Great angle from Frazier.
One, 0-2. Point.
I think that's a pattern when they came out here today that they felt like they'd be ahead in.
Little water break there from James.
Yeah, because the stress of this match, beyond just the heat and the physical battle, is a thing.
Side out. Zero, 2, 1. Point.
Again, that soliloquy from Anna Bright. So the cut serve with the wind gets an error. So love that Hurricane is mixing it up. Oh, Dylan Frazier was right there.
I like that from him, though. I like him
1,
taking
2,
over
2.
that middle.
Side out.
Little cutter third catches the tape, so they only get one.
Yeah, she's been struggling with her drops later in the match here. I think Frazier needs to come over and take a forehand there.
How in the world did that first one come back?
Second serve.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, this is demolished. And the second one just off the top of the tape deep, and
2, 1, 2.
Ignatowich can't believe it.
Side out.
Just such simple power.
Yeah, she reaches in so well.
1, 2,
It
1.
really shrinks that kitchen.
Point.
Boy, another one. So Anna Bright does not have a good read on what's going on with both the wind and then the ball chasing away from her on the returns here.
Yeah, I think it's the wind and then potentially the shadows
2,
there.
2, 1.
Telegraphed the drop shot there.
What is that bounce?
Point.
Ignatowich not happy with the bounce, pulls it wide. And it's Black and Frazier who've jumped in front here. We'll switch ends at 6, and that is going to be a big factor here as we've got shadows and wind.
Second serve.
Hurricane Tyra Black comes up short there, and if anyone can control the wind, it's got to be somebody with the name Hurricane.
3, 2, 2.
Way too high on the third again, so they get to 3. What a struggle this match is.
Yeah. I think if I'm Frazier there, I'm coming over and taking those balls in the middle using the forehand. This has been a roller coaster.
No one has rhythm for very long. We had a 13-minute no point effort for Black and Frazier in the middle of game 2. Dylan Frazier who jumps in first there. We've seen Ignatowich do it, now Frazier. And that's a big win for Black, because that's a cross-court win for her.
So fast on his feet. It also could mess up right there because right as she's hitting, he's moving over.
2-3-2.
Yeah, we haven't seen either of the fellas get beat down the line, so I would be selling my soul. Oh, and Dylan knows he put his paddle in the way of Black there, and that created the error.
3-3-2. Point.
Monstrous serve.
Yeah, especially when they're in the stack. That is when you want to be using your serve to spread them wide,
4-3-2.
driving those third shots.
Way too high. And
Side out.
Ignatowich very frustrated with his thirds, and that paddle clank in the middle cost them 2 in the lead, though. So there's a good look at the sun just barreling down on the court. Another great serve down the middle.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Second
He
serve.
wants that one back for sure, but I love the way he set up that point.
Yes, the other option is just let Tyra destroy it, but couple chances lost, and that could be the difference. Frazier had a good look and just off the end of that Selkirk paddle there for Bright and Ignatowich. Bright wins the hands battle with both Black and Frazier. Huge rally here. Chance to switch, doubling up Black and Frazier.
5-3-1.
And that is exactly what they do as Ignatowich finds the corner pocket.
What they do here with the serve.
Point.
And a missed volley on the move from Frazier, and love getting a freebie.
Yeah,
7-3-1.
that pressure from Ignatowich is what's got him here.
Huge drive and 2 quick ones. 8-3, 3 points away from a semifinal.
8-3-1.
Ignatowich had a great look at that one.
Yeah, it looked like he was trying to find the body there. However, Frazier quick to get out of the way, letting it sail long.
8-3-2.
And just absolutely SWAT team for Anna Bright there. 9-3. They've switched ends and they are all over it.
9-3-2.
Oh, and Ignatowich had a little window there, but pulled it wide. But they have a great start on the switch of ends.
3-9-1. Point. Four, 9-1.
That's in.
Point.
Also good to note here, Black and Frazier have come back
5-9-1.
from big deficits.
All day long.
Point.
They were down 9-3 to Barr and Garnett. They saved 3 match points in game 2 against Patrick Quinn and
6-9-1.
Jansen. So does the team with 9 lives and the 9 seed actually gonna do it again? Who was going to give? In this case, it was Tyra Black, who can't believe she came up short on that one.
Yeah, Anna Bright's such an
6-9-2.
efficient forehand dinker.
Oh my, still there. And after all that, the chaos of this particular match that is now 1 hour and 13 minutes old continues.
Yeah, a windy play there, which kind of creates those chaotic points.
7-9.
7-9-2.
And just not a good third from Tyra Black there. She took that on the backhand. Where was Dylan?
Yeah, that's the only part of her game that's been struggling today. I said early on, I think Dylan needs to make sure he's coming over there and protecting that backhand of Tyra.
Nine, 7-1. Point.
Oh, they get a freebie from Dylan Frazier, and we are at match point for Ignatowich and Bright.
10-7-1.
And Tyra says, remember, we got 9 lives. They used up 1. Can they save another?
An amazing serve there from Ignatowich.
Yes.
Tyra did a great job to stay alive.
10-7-2.
We got another match point.
We're still playing. And that will do it. they save a match point against in game 2. They survive a flying sticker, and they will play in the semifinals. My goodness.
Oh, I don't know. They played really well. We've played them a lot, and yeah, they played great. I don't really know. I think game 1 we had some net cores not go our way. We had, the sticker, which remains the most ticky-tack thing I've ever heard. But, rules are rules. But game 2 we just kind of kept fighting, and we were eventually able to play a little better and pull it out.
So, James, how were you guys able to find your best stuff? Players out there always, you want to play your best every time that you are in there, and then sometimes you just don't have it, but you want your name to go to the right. So what were you two talking about to be able to get to as close to your best stuff as you could?
Yeah, I mean, it's tough, right? Like, we just switched to this new ball. And it's also interesting conditions. It's so freaking hot, and I move my feet so much that it's kind of tough for me. But I think everybody's playing with the same ball, so it's not really like an excuse. It's just something where maybe you don't play your best, but you go out there and you just compete every point. And that's kind of my goal. Like in the words of Kwong Duong, my goal is just to go out there and fight every point. I don't really focus on the result. I just focus on fighting every point.
So, AB, obviously you've made your way here to the semifinals. What do you got to do between now and your match? Obviously, you'll be on after this first semifinal to sort of regroup after a long grind against a team that you know so well. What do you do to get ready for this next one?
Oh, it's not easy. We don't know how long the match is going to take. It would be nice if it took as long as ours just took, just so we would have a little bit of time. But just drink some, try to meditate a little probably, and get back out here.